Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'll show you how I created this lovely polka dot dress. I used a torso pattern which I made on my other video. I'll show you videos how I adjusted that torso pattern to create a dress pattern, and I will show you videos how I sewed this lovely polka dot dress, and I hope you enjoy this video. I'm Anita. I'm using 1 meter 30 centimeters of the stretchy fabric by 1 meter 40 wide, and I'm making size 12 dress. I'm using my torso pattern which I made on my other video. I'll link that down below on the description. So basically I have changed this torso pattern. I have created a squarish neckline. Front is lower than the back by 3 centimeters, and I have made the shoulder line very thin. Also, I have taken out on a bust area because I'm using stretchy fabric. I wanted very fitted neckline here. Also, I have extended the torso pattern to A-line dress. So these are my measurements for size 12, and I'm making front and back template same. I'm using size 12 basic sleeve patterns. So what I'm doing, I'm opening up the middle part, leaving 1 centimeter on the edge so both patterns are still together, and I have spread out this opening quite wide, so I have a very puffy sleeves on my shoulder seam, and my sleeve is 17 centimeters long. The final pattern piece what I'm cutting is my dress belt. My dress belt is 200 centimeters by 6 centimeters. I'm cutting this pattern piece on a fold. First, I'm sewing both shoulder seams together on the left side, and both side seams together. Next, I'm sewing overlocking seam all around neckline edge, and overlocking seam all around hemline. After I've done that, I'm folding my hemline 3 centimeters on the left side, and I'm sewing a top stitch on a hemline. After I sewed the hemline, I am folding a neckline 1 centimeter on the left side, and I'm sewing a top stitch on a neckline all around. After I have done that, I am sewing on my label on a back neckline. Next, I am sewing both sleeves together with the overlocking machine, and I am overlocking both sleeve hem edges. And I am sewing a top stitch on a hem. After I have sewed a top stitch on the sleeve hems, I am sewing 5mm seam on the sleeve round top edges on both sleeves, and I'm gathering both sleeves, and they look like that. They're all gathered on the top. I have pinned both sleeves on a dress sleeve rounds, and they look like that, and I will be sewing a 1 centimeter seam on the edge all around the sleeve rounds on both sleeves. Now I'm sewing those sleeves on a dress. Last thing what I need to do is overlock both edges on both sleeve rounds, and dress is finished. Next, I'm making dress belt. Basically, I'm sewing edges on a dress belt, leaving the opening there so I can turn the dress belt inside out, like that. After I sewed the dress belt, I have turned it inside out and I'll sew the invisible stitch there. Now I'm finishing off dress belt. After that's done, last thing what I need to do is iron my dress. I'll give you a quick explanation how I sewed this dress. So first I sewed both shoulder seams and both side seams on a dress. I used overlocking machine on 4 threads. After that I sewed overlocking stitch all around the neckline on both back and front side, and I done overlocking seam on a hemline all around. After that I sewed a top stitch on a neckline all around and on a hemline all around. After I sewed that, I sewed my sleeves together. So basically I folded my sleeve pattern in half and sewed the seam here on both seams. After that I sewed overlocking seam here, and after that I sewed a top stitch on a sleeve. After I sewed that, I sewed a 5mm seam on the top of the sleeve, and I gathered my sleeve on top here, and then I sewed that gathered sleeve on my dress like that on both sides, obviously. And after that, the last thing I sewed is my dress belt. I sewed around here. I left this bit open so I could turn it, the belt inside out, and then after that I sewed invisible stitching here to close the belt, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you next time.